How's it going, everyone? ScaredieCat is back at it with another video today, and I'm in a beautiful scenery right here. I'm over at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Let's start talking about Knott's Scary Farm. So I went on opening night. Those of you who don't know, I was taking some pictures around there. I was doing some filming there. I didn't do too much because at first I didn't think that you were allowed to film. That's what I was told by the people I was told to contact, that I was not allowed to film and all this stuff. But as I get there, there's like several people with like really professional cameras and lights and microphones, and they're all like filming, walking through the mazes filming. They're like, you know, doing all this stuff. I'm thinking like, oh shit, well, I'm pretty sure they won't trip about me having my phone out. But I just couldn't get the clear shot because, you know, it's dark around there, so I don't have a light and everything like that, which I might bring one next time, because it's like, yo, I saw a guy literally walk around with like a giant ass microphone. So yeah, got the season pass, so I'm gonna be going again, like probably like next weekend, maybe even like today's Saturday, so maybe even tomorrow, honestly. Like it's like, why not? I'm gonna be in the area anyways. But yeah, let me tell you how some of the mazes were. Like, we didn't do all the mazes, but we got done through most of them. No, I think the only ones we didn't do was Trick or Treat and Infected. Those two. Those ones had like really long extreme lines, which I don't blame them for, especially for Infected, because Infected is like really fun, and it's like something that when you bring a big group, it's like the perfect thing to do. It's like, you know, you guys want to shoot some lasers at some zombies and stuff like that. It's like, that's pretty dope right there. And it's very interactive, and it's like a role-playing type of thing. Who doesn't love doing that? You know, one of the best things that Johnny Cook's ever come up with, you know? But yeah, so those of you guys who haven't bought your tickets yet, like, I'm really telling you, after hearing like how these mazes were, you're gonna want to go. I would recommend open up a new tab right now on your computer and just start buying them right now. You know what I mean? I recommend investing in a season pass, because once you go once, you're gonna want to go again and again and again and again. Get the one with parking though, because parking is a bitch. All right. So the first maze we went into when we got in there was Paranormal Inc, and that's because it was the shortest line that we saw. It was fun. They changed it up a lot. They added like a whole new ending to it, which really freaked me out. I almost left my lady in there a few times, but it was really cool. The whole opening show is still the same. They're always going to keep that. It's a really good opening show. You know, it kind of explains the whole why everything is going on. Like, so that way you're like, oh, why is this hospital haunted? It's like, oh, it's because of this. And it's like, all right, that's good, that's good. And this time we did something different. I was always told that there's a difference between the right side entrance and the left side entrance. So normally we've always gone on the right. That's just how we were always located at. Just easily to go through the right. This time we kind of kicked it in the back. We waited for everyone else to go, and then we went into the left side. And the left side, let me tell you this, left side is fucking brutal. It's a lot more monsters, a lot more dark and like almost pitch black and everything like that, and it's really fucking freaky. You know, so if you guys are going for the first time, try to go in the left side door, you know what I mean? That's the one closest to the one you walk into. Yeah, or actually not, as I'm reoccurring, I think that's the right side. I don't know my rights and lefts. It's all cool. After that, me and my lady met up with some friends, and then we were like, yo, so what should we do now? And the depths was like literally right next to us. I'm like, yo, let's just fucking wait in the line for the depths, which I was like really excited for, because this one looked really cool. You know, something about like the ocean. They were kind of piratey. I used to be a marine biologist student, so it's like, it was really cool to like kind of like be around that like ocean air like vibe type of stuff. Yeah, it did not fail. Like the depths, they like put in a lot of good work in. It's really like, it really takes you into a whole different realm. And the animatronics up in there, like there's this giant animatronics that you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. There's this giant one that like just kind of surrounds the whole room, and it like freaked me the fuck out. As soon as I turned the corner and I saw that, I was like, oh my god. And and it was fucking insane. They really put in a lot of work on their two new mazes this year, which, speaking of the other new maze, Dark Entities, it was surprisingly like a 5-minute wait. And I think because there were so like very little wait time, they're letting us go into groups. So it was like one group goes in, they wait like a few minutes, and another group goes in. It wasn't like, you know, like they like bring the whole line in as much as they can, and then they stop it, then they do the fast pass line. It was like, well, how many are in your party? You got 4, then only 4 of you guys are fucking going. And then you wait about a few minutes or a few seconds, and it's like, all right, how many in your party? Only 2? Only 2 of y'all fucking going. And that was really cool, because it's the type of maze that like you want to be in there by yourself. They designed it so perfectly. It's almost like a scene from like every like sci-fi horror film that you've seen. It's just like that, but now you're like inside of it. You're living inside of a sci-fi horror, and everything's done. The actors and actresses were fucking phenomenal. They like Knott's Scary Farm always has like the best actors and actresses. You know, I've never had one bad experience with them. I've always had experiences where I'm like either terrified or I'm laughing or I'm both, you know? So that's like a really good thing to mess with. They have really good improvising skills, and they're just like, they're really cool people from what it seems like. So after that, we went on the log ride just to check it out because we heard that there's gonna be scare actors in there. At least that's what I heard from like someone. I forgot who, but no, there was no scare actors in there, but they really designed it like a lot differently. The animatronics in there were really cool. The props and decorations, the way they do the lighting, it was all really good. That damn theme song that they made for that ride is now in my head. And now I'm going every weekend. That thing's gonna be in my head for like a good year. Good year it's gonna be in. It's gonna be stuck in my head. But yeah, the log ride is still fun, you know. It's just like Splash Mountain, you know what I mean? But it looks really cool during the Halloween season, the way they decorate everything like that. So it's something that's really worth the wait going into. Right next to there's two great things. There's a funnel cake stand, and then there's Dark Ride. And we went into Dark Ride, and that one was fucking awesome. I love that one no matter what. They did a little differently this year, and it was perfect. It was awesome. Like every time I'm in there, I always feel like I'm like in a weird Rob Zombie film. After that, we went into Shadowlands. And Shadowlands is another one that's designed by Johnny Cook, and Johnny Cook is a fucking genius for this one as well too. This is one of my favorite ones. Shadowlands was fucking dope, and because it was towards the end of the night, not that many people were going in. So again, we were going just into how many people were with us. And even then, we got split up. It was my friend and her brother, and it was me and my lady. And then I turned around once to like make sure my lady was still behind me. And as I turned back frontwards, our friends were gone. And I thought they made a turn somewhere else, and I turned down that way, and it was like towards like the dressing room. Then I came back out, and I just couldn't find them for the rest of the maze. And it was like, it seemed like that maze took the longest because I was terrified the whole time. And the monsters knew that, and they were like fucking with me even more, which is fine, you know what I mean? That's what they're supposed to do. But it was just like, I forgot like how really much like a maze that thing is. It's like literally you can get lost in there, and they're just gonna they're gonna guide you, but they're also gonna fuck with you like crazy. And it was just terrifying. Like, you know, the music in there is like really intense. The samurais look really authentic and like really cool and everything like that. Oh man, it's like the most heavy metal fucking maze that's there. You know what I mean? Besides Infected. But man, and we saved the best for last. This isn't the last maze we did, but I have a long rant to go along with this one. So we're saving this one for last. And this one is about Red Barn. Now those of you guys who remember last year, a lot of people didn't like it last year because they had that like little mid-show inside of the maze that they were trying to get everyone to go to so that way they can see it. Yeah, me and my lady didn't like that. We didn't like to be rushed going through the maze. We couldn't really enjoy it and stuff like that. It was just kind of like, oh, get in, get out, and that's it. You know what I mean? And then we saw that we still missed the show, even though they were rushing us like crazy. So this year they didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. They're just like, all right, go in. It's a lot different now. And as soon as you walk in, it already you can already tell like, all right, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna redeem itself. And it did. Like the rest of the maze was fucking amazing. The way that I always love that type of like devilish hillbilly, like Texas Chainsaw type of shit. And it like totally like did it perfectly. So those of you guys who didn't like Red Barn last year, I can guarantee you that you'll love it this year. Give it a second chance. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's amazing. And it's like really gory too. Probably don't bring your vegan friends. That's all I'm saying. Don't bring your vegan friends, and you'll have a good time. It's amazing. But that's about it for Knott's Scary Farm right there. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys there. I got my season pass. I'm going every weekend. Let me know when you guys are going. Dude, let's meet up. Let's hang out. Let's do something. Let's get some funnel cake together, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.